I've been a cop for like 11 years now. I work for 2 different agencies and I've done a lot of different things in law enforcement so far. Things that most people probably be scared of or intimidated by, I like to kind of push the limits, and I like stuff with like adrenaline. It's something that's kind of like, there's like a bigger purpose to it. Being a Christian and being a police officer, it's kind of like oxymoron. I mean, it just doesn't go together. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I get to do fun stuff, but I also see like the worst days of people's lives. Like no one calls the police to say, hey, it's my birthday, or hey, you know, it's a great day today. They don't call us for that. They're gonna call the police, they're calling us for something bad, you know. It's like the worst day of their life. Just imagine what you call 911 for. But seeing like the worst in people, it kind of like, it wears you down. You know, it's a regular thing to go to a domestic. You see the negatives in family. You see them arguing about finances. You see arguing over the children. You see them being physical with each other, physical with the children. I mean, death, destruction, mayhem, all this stuff. It's always going on. And a lot of people just don't realize it happens next door. I mean, it could be your neighbor's house. You just have no idea what goes on in that house. But we get called to it every day. And it takes a toll on you because you got that stress and you don't want to bring it home. I got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old and married. You don't want to bring that stuff home. It's stressful. It takes a toll on you though after a while. I actually witnessed a suicide. I had my first Father's Day was spent, I came to work and I had a kid that ended up taking his own life in front of me and his mother. And it was Father's Day. I mean, so that was my very first one, and it was kind of, that one hit me the hardest. This stuff with work, it started building up a little bit, and Amanda kept pushing to me, talking to me, saying you need to reach out to somebody and just kind of get some clearance. Because in my head as a Christian, I'm trying to think, why do these bad things happen to people? You know, why does God let it happen? And that's continually going through my head. And when it came to that suicide, the big thing with me was why did he do that, and why would you do that on Father's Day? And then I also think, that's my first Father's Day, and I just saw a kid do that in front of his parents. Like, it's gonna affect me. Why did he do that? That was selfish, you know? So I start breaking things down a lot deeper than I probably should have anyways. But I didn't really know how to understand it as a Christian. So I reached out to Adam with the church. He's kind of in a field similar to mine, and we kind of have a same kind of the way we think and stuff. He kind of helped me understand that the devil's at work. He works hard. He works just as hard as anybody. It's his goal. I mean, he's going to throw a wrench into things, and that God never promised us an easy life or to have no trials, troubles of any kind. Like, he never guaranteed that. Like, that's part of life. And these negative things aren't a picture of God. It's a picture of the devil. It's a picture of Satan. It's a picture of him working in our community, all around me. I mean, just understanding that, it kind of helped me understand that part of it, because I kind of started having the process of like, he's letting this happen. That's weird. Why would you do that? But it started helping. That's where I started thinking about that. And I got involved with that discipleship group with Scott and a few of the guys from church. Started reading all these books once a month, and we'd read a book and discuss them and stuff. And these books kind of helped break down a lot more and helped me go a little deeper when it comes to the Bible and understanding some of this and putting it in a way that applies to my life. The big thing that happened that was kind of like a turning point for me is when me and Amanda started talking more openly about God and reading the Bible together and discussing stuff at church, and we got more involved. And it was one of those things, I didn't want to pressure her into being baptized because she'd never been officially baptized, but I wanted her to make that decision on her own. And I started having a feeling at the same time. I was like, I feel like I need a reset. Like, I feel like what I did as a middle schooler, I don't feel like it was really worked. I feel like I need to restart now. I need to do it for me. I need to do it for my family. I need to do it for me and my wife as a relationship. And I kind of had that feeling in my heart. And Amanda came to me one day and was like, I think I want to be baptized. And I was like, seriously, me too. And she was like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. We were kind of like, had a moment like, oh wow, that we were both having the same thing going on, and both of us at the same time in our heart. And we kind of kept it to ourselves because neither one of us wanted to pressure either one. But it was like a huge step for us. So we both got baptized the same day together. and that was huge. But yeah, that was a big turnaround point for us, and I could tell it changed from then on with me and her and our family. I feel like we're going the right direction right now. When I was back there in that time, I didn't have a support system really. It was my wife took the grunt of most of it, and she didn't have the answers to that stuff because she had never done anything like that or experienced it in her life. So she was kind of at a loss. So she kind of helped push me in the right direction. So don't be afraid to talk. Reach out to people that are like-minded. Don't just keep stuff bottled up. If you do, I mean, it's just gonna sit and toss around in your head, and you're gonna think of all kinds of crazy stuff that will come through when you don't have the answers, but you're gonna try to make up stuff. You need to reach out. I mean, talk about stuff. Don't keep it pent up inside. Something that's continued from that was the discipleship. So we had a group of guys, and we all we were somewhat similar in life, but we've kind of all have grown together, and we all kind of keep in touch still. Like, we have a text group. I probably have a text on my phone right now of a meme or something, I don't know, but we constantly keep a check on each other. We check, like, we're intentional about it, like, you know, and if someone says, hey, can you say a prayer for me, this is going on, well, we got guys on there that will literally text the prayer to us, so we know, like, they obviously prayed for us, that's the prayer. So I mean, it's really cool having accountability with each other and a support system. You just got to find people that are in a similar life as you.